Hello everybody, Cecil188 here once again. I'm here to talk about another tutorial. This one might be a subject that veterans of the scene might be surprised to hear, but given that we're having a few people come in every week, I figured I'd make a tutorial on how to just start up Beyond Chaos in general. So I will try to cover everything. So first we'll start off with actually getting everything that you need. So first, you will need Beyond Chaos itself. So here you will find the URL is https://github.com/abyssnym/beyondchaos. If you happen to have the bot already, or if you're watching somebody stream and you want the link, you can just use !getBC and it will give you the link in case you can't figure out the spelling somehow in case this is too small or something, I don't know. It will take you to this page. Here you can find beyondchaos.exe, click on that, and you can download it. I'm going to save it to a special folder called tutorial folder, and it will save there. If you don't plan on having a whole bunch of stuff with Beyond Chaos, just the bare minimum, you might want to make its own folder for it. So it's downloaded here, and it shows up here now. The randomizer is great and all, but we'll need a couple other things. First of all, we'll need a version 1.0 ROM. You can find that on the internet. I just googled FF3 1.0 ROM. This might be right. Some of these might be the right ones. I'm not going to go around on ROM sites right now. It's a little sketchy. But ideally, you will have a ROM. I will quickly copy my actual ROM over to the tutorial folder. Now, finally, you will need an emulator to actually play it. The two most common ones that aren't things like flash carts or EverDrives or whatever the heck they are, the two most common actual emulators are ZSNES-W and SNES-9X. You can just Google those. Here's ZSNES-W. This is probably one of these is probably the right ones. I haven't downloaded the actual emulator in a while. I would recommend ZSNES-W if you plan on using fast forward, rewind, and save states and load states. All the emulator functions a lot because I find that the ZSNES ones are intuitive, and SNES-9X ones, if you fast forward in particular, the sound quality drops if you're using a fast forward. So if you're an impatient player and would prefer to fast forward a lot, I would recommend ZSNES-W. Aside from that, SNES-9X is functionally the better emulator. It emulates the sound more completely and the graphics as well. Again, I will just copy the emulator that I currently have, wherever it is, and we'll just take all the files with it. Great, so now you have everything you need to actually play. So you can load the emulator. The first thing it will ask you is, you're using Beyond Chaos Randomizer version 62, please input the file name of your copy of the FF3 US 1.0 ROM. So for the tutorial folder, everything is in the same folder because I don't have much stuff here. However, if you're like me and end up downloading a ton of stuff related to the randomizer, then oftentimes not everything will be in the same folder because then everything gets into a mess. If you happen to want to do it this way and have a bunch of things in separate folders, you will need to copy the file path and then type in the file name like this. Alternatively, if you have everything in the same folder, you should be able to just go and type the name of the ROM. I've shortened the name of the ROM to just FFVI because it's simpler to type, and that should hopefully work. Seed value. You don't really need anything special. The seed value is for if two people are running a race, if they input the same seed, they will get the same ROM. However, Most of the time, if you're just playing for fun, then you won't really need a specific seed. So you can just press enter and it'll make that up. Here are the list of flags. You've got the whole list there. You can read them at your leisure. There's also a whole bunch of secret flags as well. You can find these in the Python code itself, or alternatively in Abyssnim's FAQ on the website here. If I just go back to the main site, then there should be a README, and then you can go ahead and scroll down, and here's the codes without descriptions, but they will at least let you check out things. These are in ROT13, which means you will probably need to do a ROT13 decoder, because I would assume that you would not be able to recognize this just looking at it. I happen to be able to recognize only a couple of these, so like here's Party Party, this is Endless 9, low level game, Natural Magic and Natural Stats. But I mean, I assume you would actually need to decode those yourself. So those are the special flags. If you're part of the Beyond Chaos Discord running the permadeath challenges, we typically just do Party Party like this. This will input the Party Party flag, which gives you all the different party options. Additionally, if you have none of these flags set, it will set all of the flags. It will just assume, yeah, mess everything up. If you don't want to use all of these, for example, one popular one to not use is randomized blitz inputs, because who wants to input the Konami code for Orabolt? So alternatively, you will just add all the rest of the flags after, like that. And then you can press enter and it will start randomizing a seed. There is other ways, most notably if you're on a Mac, the executable will not work. So instead you will have to go and download the clone. So you can download the zip here, and then when you extract the zip, it'll give you something that's not that looks something like this. It'll have all the cool files in there. What you're looking for is randomizer.py. You would need some sort of Python to be able to run this, and then you can right click, edit with idle, wait for it to actually load the randomizer program, and then you will press F5 to run it, or you can use run in the toolbar up here. Then it will say all the same stuff as before, and the actual process is the same. Incidentally, this will not work because it's not in the same folder, but this current randomizer is not in the same folder as an actual ROM, so you need them in the same folder if you want to just type in the ROM name. Otherwise, you could just type in the file path instead. That's all there is to Python. Additionally, in Python, you can do things like screw around with like the names. Here's the names. I can start typing in names if I prefer. I'm not going to. I've already explained that in a different video. I think that should hopefully be everything related to randomizing. Any other problems with the emulator and stuff is beyond the scope of this video, so I'll leave it at that. So, CISA 188 out.